right, welcome to this edition of Talon Talk. Soccer takes center stage this week as we just came off of the first women's soccer game of the year. Listen, guys, that is the first game of any kind that counts for Faulkner Athletics in 6 months. So it's a pretty big deal around here. Our women's soccer team, tough loss against the Southeastern Fire. We will catch up with head coach Pritchard Indira, looking back on that and previewing what is to come this fall for his squad. We also catch up with men's soccer head coach Kyle Beard as they're on the road right now as I'm speaking to take on Pensacola Christian tonight and then host Pensacola Christian on Saturday in a series against the other Eagles. So really excited. The guys are loaded up on the bus. We'll hear from a couple of them. And we've got some more stuff for you on this edition of Talon Talk.
Coming to Montgomery, October 1st for one night only.
Spying on any American is a big deal. I can't think of a worse way to investigate something than to have Congress do it.
Faulkner University presents Representative Trey Gowdy at its annual benefit dinner.
In politics, it's just about winning. And I mean, the Constitution gives the House no role in deciding how this trial takes place.
Order your tickets today at faulkner.edu or by calling 386-7257.
A&P Automotive is family owned and in the same location since 1985. We strive to be your one-stop shop for all your auto needs. You don't have to spend big money for a nice car. Our prices start at $3,995. We have several lenders and in-house financing available. Visit us online at anpautomotive.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Talon Talk, joined now by my good friend, the head coach of the Faulkner women's soccer team, Pritchard Indira. Coach, you finally got to play. It wasn't something that we dreamt about that never happened. You got on the field and you had a real game. What was that like, just beyond even the results of the game, to actually be out there and coaching a game again?
Man, it was amazing just being able to be out there on the sidelines and being able to see the girls compete and do what they love. After so long, it felt like forever that we weren't able to be on the field. So just being able to come back and being on the field was just an unbelievable feeling. So I'm glad everything went well and was excited just to be out there.
And listen, things are different, obviously, in a coronavirus era. So there's all of these different things that we're working through in terms of checks and just to get a game taking place. But the other thing that's different is you're playing at a different complex. And while we always love our home field at Billy D. Hillier Stadium and John Mark Stallings Field, it's a beautiful complex out there at the Emory Farmer Soccer Complex. It was a great day for soccer. You couldn't have asked for a whole lot better in that regard. But now it's in the books, and you're able to go back and look at game film. You're able to make critiques and make corrections. So we see the score on the screen in front of you here, but before we dive into that, as you came out of that game and off that field, what was the first thing that jumped out at you in terms of we're really good at this and we got to keep working on this?
It was the first game that we played because we didn't get a chance to play or scrimmage because of the way the schedule turned out. So it was the first game we were able to see what we looked like against an opponent from outside of our team. So just being able to see how the players react and how the players play and how they perform under pressure really was just good for us, and we're able to see the areas that we need to work on as well. And it's still a long way for us to go, but this game on Saturday helped us to see where we need to be and what we need to do to get there. But I was very, very encouraged by the performance that the players had, and just the potential that we have if we, of course, strengthen on work on our weaknesses.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, you look at that final score, but it really doesn't tell the story of the game. It's 3-0 But when you look over here, you see up until almost the 82nd minute, this is a 1-0 game where you're in it very much, and that's without one of your key attacking players and your leading goal scorer from last year. So you've still got some pieces to come. So against one of the nationally prominent programs in the NAIA, you're in a 1-0 game for more than 80 minutes without one of your best players. What does that say about the potential of this team?
Well, it's exciting. I mean, as you said, the team we played was one of the top 4 teams in the country last year. So it is a good team, and it was a good test for our players. And we are missing a lot of pieces together. And that being the first game of the season, we weren't really firing on all cylinders, so to speak. So we were still trying to figure a lot of things out, but yet we were still able to create chances and look dangerous at times. Of course, the result, we lost, but I think I was very, very encouraged by our performance and the way we looked, and I'm just excited to get the players back together and just to see what we look like after we've made some changes.
Now you turn that attention. This is one of the beautiful things about the fall. Nobody would choose the circumstances that we're in, but with the way that the NAI has done it and allowed you to play your non-conference games in the fall, as many of them as you want, you've got some space now. So you play that first game. You're not immediately getting ready for another game. You turn around, you go back to work, you have a scrimmage, and then you've got right at a month before you play another game that counts. So you've really got some time to work on some stuff. So over the next month, what are you looking for out of this group as you get ready for this October the 10th date at Martin Methodist?
So as you say, the schedule worked out really well for the reasons you've mentioned, that we have time to get ready before our next game. We're not playing 2 games in a week or 3 games in a week. So it actually gives us and the players time to rest, to recover, and just to work on, have more practice time rather than just playing games back to back. So we are excited to get some of we have a few players that were not eligible on Saturday that will be eligible. So we're getting them back. So we're excited to get them back and get some players that were injured, just to get them healthy as well and get them prepared for our game against Martin. We're excited to play the scrimmage, but that will get us prepared for a game against Martin, which we expect to be another good game as well.
Absolutely, and I've always said, this is kind of the last thing for you here, I've always said that you can tell a lot of times how much a coach believes in his team by the way he schedules. You've got Southeastern, we've talked about, one of the top 4 teams in the country last year. Always tough teams here in Martin and Life. Nationally ranked teams, highly ranked teams every year in Cary and Mobile and Kaiser and Georgia Gwinnett. You are taking no games off. You are challenging your team. What does that say about how much you believe in this team?
I believe we have some very, very talented players on our team. I think we have some of the best players in the country. I was just fortunate and very blessed to have some of the quality that we have here at Faulkner. So I'm excited to see how they do against some of these teams. I think they're more than capable of playing with some of these teams. So that's why we scheduled those games. So really, really just blessed to have the group that we have, and I know they're going to do well, and they're prepared. Last year, we were in some of those games, but we just couldn't finish the game. So we're excited to see this year if we're gonna how we're gonna respond to facing some of these teams and how we'll adjust moving forward. So we're really, really excited about every team that we are facing coming this fall and in the spring as well.
Fantastic. That is the women's soccer head coach, Pritchard Indira. His team gets a month now to work before its next game that counts. A lot of work to put in for them. Big season ahead. Coach, thank you for joining us so much on Talent Talk.
Thank you for having me, Jeremy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're back on the other side on this edition of Talent Talk.
Connections matter now more than ever. At Guardian Credit Union, we live to make connections, to provide hope, to strengthen our communities, to create stronger financial future. These connections happen in our credit union, in serving our communities, and even in the small moments of sharing a bench with a neighbor. Connect to your goals. Connect to your community. Connect with Guardian.
Bless the corners of this house and be the lintel blessed. Bless the hearth and every board and each place of rest, and every door that opens wide to stranger as to kin, and every crystal window pane that lets the starlight in. At home, I'm going home for solace and safety, home where the world will not break me, home. Never forsake me, take me home.
Welcome back to this edition of Talon Talk. So one of the things that a lot of folks who aren't around the athletic department don't know is that our softball coach and athletic director, Hal Wynn, really good at designing caps. We've got these available here in the athletic office, left over from last season because, coronavirus happened and we didn't really have any home games. Also, if you're a fan of the bucket hat, really stylish stuff, all available here in the athletic department. All right, so we're going to switch our attention now to the men's soccer team. As we said in the intro, they are on the road right now, headed to Pensacola Christian. We caught up with Kyle Beard to preview this weekend's games. They'll face them Thursday in Pensacola and here Saturday at home, 5 o'clock kick at the Emory Farmer Soccer Complex. This is Deshaun Bullock's interview with head coach Kyle Beard, followed immediately by captains Sam Kelly and Johnny Doan that we caught up with as they were on the bus headed for Pensacola.
And here we are with the men's soccer coach, Kyle Beard. Man, after a long time, we're finally back. So how does it feel to finally be back and to be playing this weekend, Thursday and Saturday against Pensacola Christian?
It's exciting. I mean, I feel like we've been waiting for a long time. COVID kind of did that to all of us. It's not far away from the normal start time, but it just feels like it's been a long time. It took a long time to get our guys here, and we're still missing about 7 guys. So it's just been just kind of a hurdle after hurdle after hurdle to get these guys ready. But I will say our guys are really excited. I think there was a little bit of a fear that maybe it wouldn't happen. And so now they're just grateful, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so we haven't really had to motivate them in practice. They've been really aggressive. And really paid attention to what we're doing, and we're implementing a new system. So that's been crucial to our development.
And as you said, with the guys who haven't been able to return yet, 7 guys have not been able to return due to COVID concerns. Mm-hmm. How does that affect the rotation and the chemistry on the team?
That's a good question. That's something that we were kind of worried about, but No, not anything disparaging against the other guys not here, but it hasn't been a problem. The guys that have come in have really stepped up, and a lot of credit goes to them. We have some good leadership even without, 2 of these guys are actually leaders, but we have 2 other guys that have really just stepped in and taken it, and really wanted to take it from the beginning. Sam Kelly and Johnny Doan are our current team captains, and I've been really proud of them for how much they've just taken it on their own shoulders. So. Rotation's always going to be different, when you have a different guy out. And we knew we were going to be young this year, but, and I don't want to jump the gun, but we are very excited about our class, our new class coming in. We actually have a couple of freshmen that may start, and they're outstanding. They're in there maybe because they have a chance now that one of my seniors isn't here, especially in like an outside back position, also in the midfield, but if those guys were here, they'd be fighting for their spot. So, it's fine. It's a good opportunity. And if COVID hasn't done anything else for us, it's given guys opportunity, and it's all given us kind of an awakening to this may not always be here. So we got to take advantage of what we've got in front of us. So we feel like we've done that, and you don't know how anything is going to work until you get it on the field. And so I'm kind of hesitant to say we feel super, super great about it, but we do. We feel like it's working. The guys have just been so cohesive, so easy to deal with, and so I'm very excited, and I think they are too.
Now, as a head coach, wins and losses, of course, is a crucial thing for you.
Yeah.
As we go into opening weekend, what is the biggest thing that you're expecting out this team?
Right now, because we've stretched our season out for a year. So wins and losses are important, but to be really, really frank, I mean, that's not the most important thing in the beginning. It never really has been. You always like them. It's about development. It's about learning how to transition together through whatever thing is put in your way. And it's about how are you going to be able to fit into the system and with the personnel we have right beside you. And so these first couple of games, the best thing going for us is this is a kind of, I hate to use the word rivalry because we're actually really good friends with them. But it is a fierce game on the field. We're both Christian schools, so I think we know how to balance that out without tearing each other up. But it's been year after year we've had a really good matchup with them. And so going down to their place, last time we were down there, I think we played in front of their whole student body, and it could be intimidating, but it's also just really fun. It's a great opportunity, great weather, and so going down there to start the series, it's going to be the challenge we need, and I think there's no other way to say that. Like, we need to be challenged from the beginning in that kind of tense environment, and so they're going to provide that. I think they're going to be ready, and then the coolest thing about it is just a couple days later we get to go at it again, and we're playing for a series, if you will, like a cup or a championship. And so there's a little bit of pride. It's not just some game. It's two games that really, really matter, and each one counts points, and we're gonna tally it up and see who the better team is.
You guys have been working. I know a lot of questions during coronavirus about when you were going to get to play. What does it feel like to finally be heading to play a game?
Oh, I can't wait to start playing. I can't wait to get our first win under our belts, and I'm buzzing, to be honest with you. Absolutely buzzing.
One of the tough things for you guys is part of your squad's not in the country yet. So what's it been like getting all of these guys in place, because you're going to need everybody here?
Well, coach says what we've got coming is like they're quality boys, but what we've got right now, honestly, everyone's gelled so well, and we're like a family already, and it's just amazing just to have that kind of feeling. So we're looking forward to the boys getting here, but also we're enjoying ourselves as well.
First game in a long time. What are you looking for out of this group tonight?
I'm looking for hard work, dedication, never giving up. I think that if we do that, we'll be able to win.
What do you like about this group? What have you seen in practice that stands out to you?
I mean, the intensity is always there. We always work hard. We're able to listen to coach whenever he's telling us to do the right thing, and we're able to put that into our practice and get good practice out of that.
I don't know if there's anything I like better than good barbecue. Full Moon has the best barbecue and best smoked wings in town, and those onion rings are out of this world. Go by after the game and use your ticket for a buy one get one free barbecue sandwich. Say hi to Chris in person at 7660 East Chase Parkway, or give him a call at 334-676-5999.
Did you know that 100% of Faulkner's computer science graduates
since 2014 have found jobs
in their fields within 6 months of graduating?
It's a great time to be a computer scientist. Everyone is walking around with a computer in their pocket in the form of a smartphone, and it takes software developers to make those things work.
I built church websites, and through the training and instruction that I received from Faulkner, I was able to go right into my career after graduation.
It laid a solid foundation for what you need to know.
I'm getting a lot of hands-on experience within my field, and also they're just giving me a wide variety of options of things that I might want to pursue in the future.
In the state of Alabama alone, there are over 4,000 tech-related jobs available. And the preparation that you receive at Faulkner University will allow you to go to work almost anywhere as a software developer. It's a great time to be a Faulkner Eagle, and it's a great time to be a computer scientist. I hope you'll come and join us.
Hi, my name is Mikey Peavy. I'm the third generation here at A&P Auto. Looking for a good used pickup truck? We got them. A good used car? We got them. A good SUV? We got them. Come see us at A&P Automotive today.
All right, that'll do it for this edition of Talon Talk. I got a couple of things that I want to make you aware of. Number one, we've had a lot of requests for the neck gaiters, the masks that pull up over your face and your ears and all that. Really stylish in the athletic department. So we have these for sale right now. They are available for $15. Just contact the athletic office and we will get those to you. Or email me, jdsmith@faulkner.edu. jdsmith@faulkner.edu will take care of that. In other news, want to make you aware, as we've had a lot of questions, as of right now, basketball season still set to start this fall on time in October. Boy, do we have a schedule for you. So check our website, faulknereagles.com, to see all of the latest there. We have three, count them, three tournaments this November alone. The Jimmy Faulkner Classic, a men's and women's tournament. We'll have 8 games in 2 days on November the 6th and 7th. The following week, November 13th and 14th, we've got the Christian College Classic. We're really excited about that. 4 Church of Christ schools all here together. Florida College, Crowley's Ridge, Freed, Hardeman, and, of course, Faulkner. That is a men's and women's tournament taking place the 13th and 14th of November. And then 2 weeks later, the Battle at the Beach is not quite at the beach this year. We hosted that tournament last year in Panama City. Well, because of COVID, that tournament unable to be played in Panama City, we looked at some other locations in Florida and decided to bring the beach to us. So right here on this campus, the Battle at the Beach set to take place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday following Thanksgiving. That is November the 27th, 28th, and 29th. More information to come on that on the website. And we have, at long last, a football schedule. Go to FaulknerEagles.com, go under the football tab, click schedule. You'll see the whole thing, all 8 games, beginning February the 13th on the road at Reinhardt. First home game right here, February the 20th, against Point University before we begin actual divisional play the following week. Lots going on here in the athletic department. We're happy to bring all of it to you right here on Talon Talk. But if you need another vehicle, you want another look, well, yesterday we launched FSN Now for the very first time. You won't see this face anymore, and you can praise God for that. But you will see the faces of a lot of our students here on the FSN staff. They've been working really hard to try to get to a place where they can do this for you. They will be published each week on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, FSN Now. It's a smaller vehicle, less of the long-form interview, more of recaps, stats, highlights, all of the things that you want to consume as quick as possible. For right now, that's once a week on Wednesdays is when we will drop FSN Now. As we get to the fuller part of the schedule where there's a lot more going on, we'll drop that on Monday and Friday each week. Recapping the weekend and previewing the week on Monday, recapping the week and previewing the weekend on Friday. Doing all we can to keep you in touch with your Eagles right here at Faulkner University. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today on this edition of Talon Talk. We're back on the other side next week. And God bless you.